Hello, this is Mike from Dokumint. I'm going to give you a very quick overview of what happens when you set up a tenant initially within Dokumint. Now this is an established test tenant, but you'll get the idea. When you sign up for a trial or a demo, you'll input your company details and that will create the initial customer. And if you've got an MSP plan, then that customer will be your internal one. And if you're an internal IT company, then that will be your tenant complete. So in admin and tenant settings and account and security, this is where you enter your company name. So if you need to change it, that's where you go. And if you need to change your primary company later on, you can just select it from here, and then anything you save to your internal company will get saved into this particular organization. If you want to update anything further, you do it within organizations, find your company, and then you can edit. And this is where you can choose the type. So internal is your internal company. Then there are a few core ones: customer, prospect, vendor, and anything you might synchronize in from your PSA. And you can also add your own customer type. If you've got a parent company, you can select it. Again, you can update your name, put your address details in. You can set your time zone here, and that will then offset against other customers. If you're an MSP plan and you've got customers in different time zones, you can see the offsets and things like that. Documentation profile, that's used for customers mainly, and if you choose a profile, regulated, for example, will have more restrictive documentation gap checks because they may have ISO regulations and things like that. So these will surface different gaps according to what you select. And in the help and getting started, this will show how it's organized and where to go for your basics, and then you've got your initial steps. And this is kind of like starting out from scratch. These are the things you need to look at maybe in your first week, just to get the basics running and making sure you start off on the right foot or the left foot if that's your favored foot. So you can import from CSV, you can create random documents on your own, customers on your own, you can import from a PSA, set up the asset types, and again, if you're importing from PSA or an RMM, that will pull the asset types through and create them automatically on import. Set up configuration types, again, that's an RMM thing. 365 will either create or enrich the contacts that you have within your customers. And then other bits and pieces, creating records, how to link, what we think would be the best way for you to start in your first few days and your first week target. That should give you a good sort of grounding, and then obviously you've got all the other help articles that will show you what you can do and where to go to do what you need to do. Okay, so that's the very basics of when you start up. First thing to do, make sure your internal organization is correct, and then drop into the help and initial steps and just follow through and start with the groundwork. Look at integrations. Don't run before you can walk. I think that's the main thing. Dokumint is like the other platforms, there's a lot going on. If you feel overwhelmed, we're always here. You can reach out at any time and we'll help you the best we can. Okay, thank you very much.